Number 5, Oklahoma women's basketball lost to number 18 Ole Miss last night, 74-69. So what exactly happened? I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And Ole Miss was coming into this game with no pressure whatsoever. They almost beat number 2 Texas in Austin. So Oklahoma should have been aware of this potential tough game right here. And I'm sure they were. In the first half, it was 35-32. Ole Miss was up, but second half, Oklahoma scored 37 points while Ole Miss scored 39. There's obviously more to the game than that. That's why I'm going to go last minute of the game as well as the stats to get more clarity, of course. So, around 58 seconds left, Christine Iwala, IWUALA, traveled for Ole Miss, and it was 69-66. Ole Miss was up. Around 41 seconds left, Aaliyah Chavez missed a 3 for Oklahoma. Letitia Lattimore got the defensive board around 39 seconds left. And of course, Oklahoma started doing a little bit of foul game around 25 seconds left. Kaya Smith fouled. Then Reagan Beers fouled around 15 seconds left. Cody McMahon went to the line, missed first free throw, but made the second to make it 70-66. Oklahoma did call a timeout to advance the ball. Reagan Beers made a layup assisted by Payne and Verlhurst. And Ole Miss did call a timeout foul called on Kaya Smith from Oklahoma. Depresha Powe, apologize if I butchered that, made both free throws to make it 72-68. Oklahoma did call a timeout. Sahara Williams did turn the ball over, which was stolen by Letitia Lattimore, and Ole Miss did call a timeout. Foul was called on Pam Verlhurst around 6 seconds left, and Debrisha went to the line for Ole Miss and made both free throws to make 74-68. Around 2 seconds left, Cody McMahon fouled, and it's like, you don't have to foul right there when, look, you're up 2 possessions, no need to change it. And Kaya Smith went to the line, only made 1 free throw out of like 2, I believe, but either way, Oklahoma got the rebound. But then there's actually only 2 attempted free throws because there was a lane violation around 2 seconds left. During that third free throw, there was a lane violation on Oklahoma. Ole Miss got the ball inbounded. That was the ball game. Now I'm going to go with stats. On Oklahoma shot, not that great. 34% on 67 attempts. 24% on threes on 25 attempts. 74% on free throws on 23 attempts. So that's a good number. Though, if he would have made more, he would have won the game. Obviously, making more shots in general, he would have won the game. 40 rebounds, 18 offensive, 13 assists, 17 turnovers, 10 steals, 3 blocks, 18 fouls. How many points off bench? Just 2, because 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. 3 double-digit scores literally combined for 12 plus 15, that's 27, plus 26, that's 53 points among 3 players, and 1 player scored 6 more points this game. It was Zaya Van with 8. Now, Ole Miss had how many bench points? 4 plus 2, that's 6, plus 13, that's 19 points off the bench. 3 double-digit scores literally combined for 22 plus 20. That's 42 plus 13, that's 55 points. And 1 player scored 6 more points in this game was Debrisha, and she had like 6 points. All those were free throws, mind you. And they shot better from the field and the 3-point line as well as free throws. 47% from the field on 59 attempts. 42% on threes on 12 attempts. 87% on free throws on 15 attempts. 39 rebounds, 10 of those offensive. 11 assists, 19 turnovers, that's way too much. 8 steals, 8 blocks, 20 fouls. Now we're going to go over the points out turnovers, points in the paint, and fast break points as well. Points out turnovers slightly favored Oklahoma 16-15. However, fast break points favored Ole Miss 10-6. And points in the paint did favor Oklahoma 28-24. And this is huge for the SEC standings because now they're both 2-1 in the SEC. Oklahoma's 14-2 overall. I expect them to drop. It's more like how much. And then there's Ole Miss, that's 15-3. And I do think they're going to move up. So what's the next 5 games for both of these teams? And I'll start with Oklahoma. Well, ironically enough, you got to go on the road to number 6 Kentucky on January 11th. And that's a Kentucky team that got beat by double digits by an unranked Alabama team that was receiving votes. So I would be leery of that game. And that's a must-win game when I see one. For both. Because win, I think you stay in the top 10. Lose, you're definitely out. In my opinion. Then Oklahoma gets to host LSU, that's number 12 in the country, January 18th. So 1 week to prepare, fortunately. Then you get a home game against number 3 South Carolina, January 22nd. That's a tough game. Honestly, the same thing goes for LSU. Even though LSU has not played great competition, there are 2 ranked games that they played. They lost them both. But still, you got to go on the road to Auburn, January 25th. I would think you would win that game, but you never know. And then there's Texas A&M at home, January 29th. And I do think you're going to win that game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's the next 5 games right there for Oklahoma. Now for Ole Miss, January 11th, you get to host Mississippi State. And that's a Mississippi State team that's not receiving votes, but I would still not sleep on them, and I'm sure you won't, because after all, they're your rival. And they're 14-3 overall. I mean, 1-2 in the SEC. They got to go on the road to Georgia, January 18th, so 1 week to prepare. And that's a Georgia team that I would not necessarily sleep on as well, because they are a receiving votes team. And I know they lost to LSU by 21 points, but you get the point, though. You got to go on the road to Missouri, January 22nd. Then January 26th, you got Tennessee at home. Huge to get them at home, and they're currently number 20 in the country. And then you got number 7 Vanderbilt, currently number 7, of course, on January 29th. And you get that game at home. So a few big home games. I mean, back-to-back ranked matches potentially with Tennessee, and Vanderbilt's definitely going to be ranked by then, unless they somehow collapse. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers. Of course, the ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So my month, of course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people see us, and the video does help as well. So more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button for the notification bell as well.